It's interesting because going back to what Coach K was saying about the dopamine hits, I don't know how much y'all keep up with the social media algorithms to in order to promote yourself efficiently, but Instagram released their requirements for their algorithm in order for your content to be pushed. It is absolutely wild. Like, if you are not doing it full time, you're never going to be pushed. Their new requirements, I literally sat back and I was like, I might as well delete Instagram at this point. Like, and not that I'm really active on it, but it's you're going to be glued to your phone. And they're doing it intentionally. They're fighting for competition amongst other social media apps. That if you're not constantly glued to that specific app, then you are not the person being promoted on that app, right? And so with the younger generation, that clout is so much more important to them than character, than social skills, that it's only reinforcing that drug, that dopamine. I genuinely don't know if these younger kids, kind of 15 and under, growing up, if their brains are going to be able to function the way that we understand the brain to function, because they're so used to that one strand of instant dopamine hits that, like, their brain is going to calcify with those particular neural pathways, right? That I think we'll see how human beings function completely change moving forward.
Yeah, so that was very profound.
Immune to it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, over time to where it ain't gonna be as much of an outlier as it is now, because that generation again grew up in it. They programmed to be it, so all of them gonna think that way. That's gonna become the norm. We just gonna become dinosaurs.
Yeah,
that's the wild part about it.
That was very profound, Ina. So clout is the new currency, and dopamine is the new cash. It's the new currency. Okay, so you got to understand dopamine and getting that rise out of people, the clicks, the amount of time you scroll and stop, all of that equals cash. All right, I had to work a very long time on my marketing strategy for my business to understand how that worked. So they have really got it down to a science to say, the more you get excited, I can turn this into dollars. Right? I still don't even understand why people are afraid. Like, hey, I just looked at this on my phone. Now it's on my Instagram. The government watching me. No, this is algorithmic. They understand exactly. They just keep putting it in front of you. Keep putting it in front of you.
And they're selling it to the government.
Exactly. You're going to buy. You know, it increases your chances to buy. And like Trill said, that's just going to be normal. We telling the kids to go outside. We're just going to waste our breath. It's crazy.
Yeah, and that like those things translate to real life benefit. Let's just be honest here. Like, if a dude got 200,000, 500,000 subscribers on Instagram, and they real followers, not paid for, because a lot of niggas out there paying, and that's a different conversation for the other day. I'm talking about real followers, 2, 3, 4, 500,000 followers. He may not even be that attractive, but he gonna be able to get pretty women. He gonna be able to get monetary opportunities. It's gonna be sponsorships reaching out to put money in his pockets. And I ain't talking about small money. I'm talking about, hey, we'll give you 5 bands for 2 posts a month and different stuff like that. So a lot of that, what we call clout, that translate to real life benefit, man. Like, it's dudes literally hosting clubs just because they got a following. It's dudes that's getting movie roles because they got a following. Music career started because they got a following. So, you know, it's a situation where like damn near going on what Trigger Mike say, damn near if you tell your kids, hey man, get away from that, go outside, you damn near crippling them in the society that's coming. So you damn near want to create a social media for your kid at a young age, so that way when they get of age, they already lit.
I already did. Just
to just to give you guys a little bit of insight also on some of the things that young men think. Like my son, he, depending on your score, your Instagram score, he won't even talk to you. Like, he won't even give a female an opportunity. There was one, her score was so high, he was like, you know, she's too busy for a boyfriend. I'm not even gonna deal with it. Like, it's insane. So I think that it's gonna be 2 extremes on it. One, she'll just call us dinosaurs, but I think there's going to be young men and young women that say, hey, you know, that's not the way I move. and then there's going to be young men and young women that say, "Hey, that's the only way I move." So I just think that we can't discount that there is, regardless if they're the minority or the majority. Now I don't know. I've never looked up the data. There is a set of kids coming up that don't want to have anything to do with it.
I have a question. What's the Instagram score?
Marcus, what exactly is the Instagram score? Snap score. I'm sorry. He's explaining it to me. I'm sorry, y'all.
Snapchat?
Yeah.
Young
Oh,
people,
yeah.
I don't know
For the
what it is,
streets.
but they use Snapchat so much.
For the streets. Ooh,
I thought it
So-
died, but whatever.
no Snapchat. Oh no.
So
No,
Snapchat score is based on a couple of things. So one, how many interactions you have, how many posts you have, how consistently you can interact with people. There's a whole lot of factors that go into it. But I wanted to say this to what AP was saying. I don't know if y'all have watched
Okay.
Black Mirror. If you
Yeah.
haven't, definitely look into it. Because social credit is not just a thing that's in China. It is going to have its own variation over on this side of the world. And social media is going to have a huge factor in that, like an absolutely astronomical factor in that.
So from what I just gathered, basically it calculates how often you snap, how often you send out, and how often you're on your phone, and also how often you're actually on Snapchat. The more you do it, the higher your score goes. The higher your score goes, basically, the more people that open up to you to have more access to. That's nuts. That is insane.
Yeah, Enos
I-
had broke it down when
So
you went off.
basically
When you went off.
measuring like how real of a person you are, right? Because like it's a lot of people that got Snapchats and they ain't really that active, but they frauding like they somebody else. But I guess that score is a direct reflection of like, okay, this is a real person. This is somebody who active on here. This is somebody who got a lot of interactions with people. Okay, so now I feel more comfortable, right? Compared to somebody that's trying to, impersonate somebody else. Because a lot of people do that on Snap. You can send people pictures and like short little clips, and people be literally downloading your pictures and your clips from Instagram or TikTok or whatever and posting it in a Snapchat or posting it in a Instagram the same way. You see what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of fraudulence going on.
So
That's-
to that
that's
point,
crazy.
Trill, I think there's going to be a huge change in algorithms in the next few years with the surge of deep fakes. I don't know if y'all know what that is. I think that's going to totally change the game of the
That's
way
scary.
people perceive reality, because
Yeah.
fakes will 100% change what's
yeah.
real and what's fake.
That they're getting better, and I think the worst part about it is that coupled with AI is going to make it really, really bad. Like right now, I can tell that it's a deep fake, but they say they're just getting better year over year, and you're not going to be able to tell. So the worst part about deep fakes, I tell people, is that you imagine. So this is how men are screwed in the workplace when it comes to essay claims and harassment claims. It's not the fact that you did it or not. The accusation already ruined you.
Mhm.
So that's what deep fakes are gonna do. So it's like your reputation. They can literally put my face up in here. Trigger Mike said Coach K is and she did the blah blah blah, and it's just gonna be me and my mouth moving, and somebody gonna believe it, and a group of people that believe it gonna go viral. And before I could attack it, I'm already canceled. That's gonna be crazy, bro. The Bible coming true, bearing false witness against your neighbor, boy. I'm telling you.